Hello everyone, and welcome back. Today, we're met with the Siege War for Cybertron Omega Supreme. Here we have the very front of the box, where it showcases a picture of Omega Supreme absolutely rampaging through a small army of Decepticons who are helplessly firing at him. Like that's gonna do anything. Anyway, we have two Seekers flying overhead and Jetpack flying right behind him. And turning to the left of the box, we have the trademark logo for the Siege for War for Cybertron trilogy. And moving to the back of the box, we have the actual figure of Omega Supreme, along with the alternate mode that he turns into, his Missile Silo Base mode. It also showcases his minicon of Autobot Countdown, along with his tank mode and a way to store Autobot Countdown in his tank. And it also shows his allegiance and some numbers that I don't know the meaning of. Now, turning to the right side of the box, it showcases the class of this figure, aka Titan class. And moving to the very top of the box, we just have a picture of the Transformers War for Cybertron trilogy. Now, moving on to the articulation of the figure, overall, very solid. He has ratchet joints pretty much everywhere, which makes his posing very easy. It also means that the joints of this figure will last a lot longer compared to like other joints, such as ball joints, hinge joints, that stuff that tend to like fall. His shoulders can move up completely and back, not very completely due to his weight. His shoulder can extend outward fully, and his elbow can bend at a full 90 degrees. His claws each have ratchet joints at the base of them, along with another hinge joint at the middle of them. The entire wrist can swivel around to like give that effect of his little charge up laser beam attack as showcased in the War for Cybertron cartoon. His elbow can also swivel a full 360 degrees, and pretty much all the articulation that applies to his right arm also applies to his left. Except, of course, minus the tri-claws. His head can move a full 360 around, and it can move up and down. You can also extend it a little to give it more up and down action, so he could like sort of look down on a few Decepticons that are firing at him, and look up for any Seekers that are flying above him. Moving on to the legs, the base of his thigh is on a ratchet joint. The base, okay, yep, that actually did really hurt a lot. The base of his thigh can extend fully out and fully back, so you can make it into a split if you wish, for like, I don't know, comedic purposes. They can extend out completely to make him do some sort of kick, but since this guy's built like an absolute tank, I highly doubt he'll be able to move enough in order to do that. His knees can bend at a full 90-degree angle, since that's a step in his transformation, and that's pretty much it. His ankles also come with some swivel movement, but I forgot to include that. His hips can do a full 360 turnaround, since that's also part of the transformation process for this figure. And that pretty much does it for the upper body of articulation. That pretty much does it for the articulation. Sorry, guys. Alright, moving on to some like hidden details. If you hold on, I had to take off my gloves since they're not easy to grip stuff with. You can pretty much lift up his nipple plates to reveal some rockets that he can fire. You can also open up his calves for storage and stuff. Or, well, if you want to, maybe you can store some snacks in there. I don't know. It's good thing to try, you know? Alright, moving to the back of the figure, there's not really many compartments. Actually, no, there are no compartments to store anything in or hide anything in. But I do want to say that the sculpt work on this figure is absolutely incredible. Like, the attention to detail from the show, absolutely breathtaking. And here's some poses that I did with Omega Supreme and a few Decepticons that were in my collection. So enjoy this little battle sequence, if you will. Alright, I hope you enjoyed that little battle sequence and that it gave you a little inspiration for some fun poses to do with your action figures. Alright, I'll stop talking about this amazing figure. Now, feel free to enjoy the rest of the video. And as usual, kick back, relax, maybe get some snacks, and enjoy this transformation sequence. Alright, thank you!